Yesterday, the royal family gathered on Buckingham Palace's balcony for Trooping the Colour 2025, but two faces were notably absent. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were not invited to King Charles's birthday parade for the third year in a row amid a deepening rift with the royal family. While the working royals stood united in ceremonial splendor, Harry and Meghan remained 5,000 miles away in their own palace, a property dubbed the Chateau of Riven Rock in Montecito, California. But all the French architecture in the world can't buy you back into the House of Windsor. Today, we're diving deep into why Meghan and Harry's exclusion from royal ceremonies goes far beyond family drama, and how their $29 million Chateau Lifestyle reveals the true cost of walking away from duty. Participation in Trooping the Colour has been limited to working royals under Charles's reign, and Harry and Meghan have not been working royals since 2020. This isn't personal vindictiveness, it's institutional preservation. News that Harry and Meghan were not invited to Trooping the Colour for the third consecutive year comes amid fresh tensions within the royal family, and just weeks after Harry publicly expressed a desire to reconcile with his father. The message is clear: you can't have your chateau and eat it too. The monarchy operates on a simple principle: service before self. When Harry and Meghan chose self over service, they forfeited their place in the ceremonial heart of the institution. But let's examine what they chose instead, and whether their California chateau can truly replace what they left behind. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have kick-started 2025 with some welcome news. The duo's sprawling Montecito, California mansion has doubled in price. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex snapped up the stunning property for $14.65 million in the summer of 2020, and the lavish home is now worth a whopping $29 million. The home's French Provençal architectural style is evident in its stucco exterior, terracotta roof, and ivy-covered facades. It's undeniably beautiful. 18,000 square feet of Mediterranean-inspired luxury that wouldn't look out of place in the French countryside. But here's what's fascinating: they come here to escape the limelight and avoid the paparazzi. Plus, the overall celebrity appeal isn't as prevalent here quite like it is in the Hollywood area, creating a quiet and peaceful community. Harry and Meghan essentially bought themselves a chateau lifestyle: the grandeur, the privacy, the exclusivity, but without the centuries of history, the constitutional significance, or the duty that comes with real royal residences. The choice to live in a French chateau-style mansion isn't accidental. European chateau architecture represents everything American new money aspires to: old-world elegance, aristocratic grandeur, and implied nobility. It's architectural cosplay for the ultra-wealthy, but there's a profound difference between owning a chateau-inspired mansion and being born into a system where chateaus and palaces are workplaces, not just homes. The British royals don't get to enjoy Buckingham Palace as a private residence. It's a symbol, a stage, a burden as much as a privilege. Harry and Meghan's Montecito Chateau offers all the aesthetic benefits of royal living with none of the constitutional constraints. They can host dinner parties without state protocol, decorate without heritage considerations, and live without the constant weight of tradition. When the working royals appeared on Buckingham Palace's balcony yesterday, they weren't just participating in a ceremony, they were embodying continuity. Every person on that balcony represents duty over personal preference, service over individual ambition. The balcony appearance is earned through years of ribbon cuttings, hospital visits, and diplomatic receptions. It's the visible reward for invisible sacrifice. Harry and Meghan chose a different path, one where personal freedom trumps institutional duty. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped back as senior royals in 2020, citing the unbearable intrusions of the British press and a lack of support from the palace. That year, they moved to California. The irony is palpable. They fled Britain citing media intrusion, only to become media creators themselves through Netflix deals and Spotify contracts. They rejected royal duty but retained royal titles. They wanted the brand without the burden. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry moved to Montecito, California, in 2020, where they have been raising their family. Their Montecito Chateau lifestyle represents the ultimate American dream: self-made success, personal freedom, and the ability to reinvent yourself. But it also highlights what they've lost: royal children grow up understanding their place in a system larger than themselves. They learn duty before desire, service before self. Archie and Lilibet are growing up as American celebrities, not British royals. Their chateau may be grander than many royal residences, but it can't give them what they've lost, a role in a 1,000-year institution. The price of independence. Meghan is on maternity leave, but trooping is a family occasion. An insider previously shared about a past ceremony. You don't skip the Queen's birthday, but skip they did, and continue to skip. The price of their California Chateau Lifestyle is permanent exclusion from moments like these. They traded centuries of tradition for personal autonomy, and yesterday's balcony scene proved that some doors, once closed, don't reopen. The mansion they call home may architecturally echo European grandeur, but it can't echo the significance of being part of an institution that has shaped world history. Here's the fundamental truth that Harry and Meghan's Chateau Lifestyle can't address. Royal significance isn't about the buildings you live in, it's about the role you play in your nation's story. Their Montecito mansion, beautiful as it is, represents acquisition rather than inheritance, choice rather than duty, personal preference rather than national service. It's the difference between buying a chateau and being born to one. The French Provençal architecture of their home speaks to their aspirations, but it can't speak to their constitutional relevance. They've created a perfect royal aesthetic without royal substance. What this means for the future. Prince Harry most recently returned to his home country in May to celebrate 10 years of the Invictus Games. However, he did not reunite with his father during the visit due to King Charles's full schedule. The pattern is clear. Harry can return to Britain for his own projects but remains excluded from royal ceremonies. He's welcome as a private citizen but not as a working royal. The distinction is crucial and apparently permanent. Their Chateau Lifestyle in California represents their choice, personal happiness over public duty, individual freedom over institutional loyalty. It's a valid choice, but it comes with permanent consequences. The ultimate irony of Harry and Meghan's situation is that they've recreated royal living without royal meaning. Their chateau offers all the grandeur of aristocratic life but none of the purpose. They fled a system where their every move had constitutional significance, only to become content creators where their every move has commercial significance. They rejected being working royals only to become working celebrities. Yesterday's trooping the color wasn't just about excluding Harry and Meghan, it was about affirming what the monarchy represents: duty, continuity, and service above self. Their absence from the balcony wasn't an oversight, it was a statement. Harry and Meghan's California chateau represents everything they gained by leaving royal life: privacy, autonomy, financial independence, and personal happiness. But yesterday's balcony scene represents everything they lost: belonging, purpose, constitutional relevance, and their place in Britain's ongoing story. Their French-inspired mansion may be worth $29 million and doubling in value, but it can't buy back what they traded away. Some things, like your place in a constitutional monarchy, aren't for sale, can't be recreated, and once abandoned, can't be reclaimed by architectural choices alone. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have built themselves a beautiful life in a beautiful chateau-style home. But as yesterday's royal balcony proved, all the French architecture in California can't replace your place in British history. Sometimes the price of personal freedom is permanent exile from the family firm. And sometimes that price is worth paying, but it should be paid with full knowledge of what's being traded away. The balcony at Buckingham Palace will continue to fill with working royals at future ceremonies. Harry and Meghan's chateau balcony in Montecito will remain privately theirs. Both are valid choices, but only one shapes a nation's story. In the end, they chose their own chateau over the crown's palaces. Time will tell whether that trade was worth making.